doing that in theory and philosophy.
I always defer to Gopal, but not this time.
Okay.
I think Indian corporates, and I'm not talking of 10 corporates or 20 corporates, but I'm talking of the weighted average. And I think the entire Indian leadership class, and I don't want to single out the political class, the industrial class, the bureaucracy, I think we are failing the test of right and wrong. I mean, no society is perfect. But we have a huge scope for improvement in these areas. And I think the question is not so much that, we must get the right people at the leadership. The system should be such that it throws up people with a sense of right and a sense of wrong. And when we are populated by a large number of such people in the leadership, then the right decisions and the right actions are more likely to happen.
Sure.
And I therefore feel we have a bit of a struggle because nominally we've got parliamentary democracy, we've got a fine constitution, but somewhere the system is tripping up.
It's a very interesting point you raised that it could come from bottom or from the top. Now that's the question. Are we still depending, Gunit, on the trickle down of the richest phenomenon, or do you think there's a concerted effort, let's say for example in policy making, which will lead to more inclusive growth? Where is it going to come from?
I think there is a lot of thought leadership which is going on with the government, going on with the private sector, going on through public-private partnership in building the inclusivity directly rather than leaving it to the trickle-down effect. But I think we are still on a scale of 1 to 10. Probably we are at 2 or 3 in terms of how much we need to go.
Ravindi Banga, trickle down, I mean, you've run HUL and of course Unilever at a global scale as president, former president. How do you look at this phenomenon? Should it be a trickle down in a country like India, or should government take the lead?
I think what I see here is the government is genuinely trying to liberalize and allow entrepreneurship to flourish at all levels. Inevitably, entrepreneurship will flourish more at, let's say, the top and the middle, where there is already a market in existence. But what they're also trying to do is then trying to use government resources to stimulate income, development, employment at the bottom. And I think, for instance, the Narega scheme is a very good example of that, because it guarantees 100 days of employment to every person in village.